Famous feuds, celebrity quarrels that made headlines. Celebrity feuds have long captivated the public because they provide an insight into the intricacies of personal relationships, rivalry, and fame. Whether they are classic confrontations that defined Hollywood's golden age or modern disputes sparked by social media, these conflicts frequently highlight deeper social issues and the pressures of celebrity culture. In this video, we will explore some of the most famous celebrity feuds, highlighting their origins, key moments, and lasting impacts on both the individuals involved and their fans. Number 7. Joan Crawford versus Bette Davis. Aside from being a story about two actresses, the rivalry between Joan Crawford and Bette Davis captures the intense rivalry and interpersonal conflicts that can develop in the high-stakes world of Hollywood. Their conflict started in the middle of the 1930s and was motivated by both personal and professional jealousy. In a field where actresses frequently competed with one another for leading parts and awards, both women were at the pinnacle of their careers. Their mutual disdain was evident during the 1962 filming of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, which marked a dramatic increase in tension. As per the reports from the set, Davis and Crawford participated in psychological warfare whereby Davis attempted to undermine Crawford's performance at all costs. Their personal histories, which included romantic relationships and failed friendships, served as fuel for their rivalry and served to deepen their animosity. As a result of the public outcry, which was captured on camera, both actresses were cemented as Hollywood's greatest rivals by trading jabs in interviews and newspaper articles. Their feud, which showed how ambition can result in enduring rivalries that deepen over time, remained fascinating even after their careers began to fade. Number 6. Taylor Swift versus Kanye West. The music industry's complex relationships with regard to celebrity, public perception, and artistic expression are exemplified by the feud between Taylor Swift and Kanye West. The whole thing started at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards when Kanye famously cut off Taylor's Best Female Video Acceptance speech to say that Beyoncé should have won. Swift was thrust into the public eye by this shocking incident, which also portrayed Kanye as a controversial person who frequently defied social norms. Both musicians made references to one another in their songs in the years that followed the incident. In 2016, Kanye's song Famous contained controversial lyrics about Swift that stoked new tensions, while Swift's Innocent was a direct response to Kanye's actions. The situation worsened when it was discovered through leaked phone conversations that Swift had granted permission to Kanye to use her name in his lyrics, despite his insistence that he had not notified her beforehand. This discovery caused a rift in the fan community as many took sides in the much publicized dispute, garnering extensive media attention. Their continuous journey highlights more general issues of misogyny in the music business, the effect of celebrity culture on interpersonal relationships, and the way stories are presented to the public. Number 5. Paris Hilton versus Nicole Richie. The rivalry that erupted between Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie serves as a reminder of how difficult it can be to uphold personal ties in the face of intense public scrutiny. The early 2000s saw audiences connect with the carefree adventures and opulent lifestyle that characterized the dynamic between the two best friends who co-starred on The Simple Life. But around 2005, tension started to show as both women carved out distinct identities for themselves in the Hollywood industry. Their highly public breakup over a number of issues, including a disagreement over hosting responsibilities on Saturday Night Live, marked a turning point in their relationship. Their rift was soon exploited by the media, which sensationalized their arguments by painting them as rivals rather than friends in tabloid headlines. Years after their fallout, the two women reconciled despite exchanging insults in interviews and on social media, acknowledging their shared experiences and personal growth. Since then, they have made appearances together at a number of occasions and shown respect for each other's professional endeavors. Their journey from being best friends to rivals and back again highlights the cyclical nature of celebrity friendships and serves as a poignant reminder of how fame can complicate personal relationships. Number 4. Miley Cyrus versus Nicki Minaj. A compelling illustration of how public personalities can clash sharply over issues of feminism, race, and artistic expression in the entertainment industry is the feud between Miley Cyrus and Nicki Minaj. This dispute started during the 2015 MTV Video Music Awards, when Minaj confronted Cyrus in real time for her remarks about Minaj's disapproval of the nominee's lack of diversity. Viewers were taken aback by this unexpected confrontation, which also brought to light underlying conflicts about pop culture representation. After the event, both musicians continued to criticize one another in interviews and on social media. Nicki defended her right to speak out against institutional racism in the music industry and at awards shows, while Miley accused Nicki of being unduly combative. Their conversation sparked discussions about intersectionality within feminism and shed light on larger societal issues surrounding women's representation in media, particularly how often women are pitted against one another in competitive industries like music. Ultimately, the feud highlights the difficulties of navigating identity in public life and provides a significant cultural commentary on how conflicts between celebrities can mirror deeper social issues. Number 3. Ariana Grande versus Piers Morgan. The celebrity feud between Ariana Grande and Piers Morgan serves as an example of how social media can intensify celebrity disputes while simultaneously serving as a forum for crucial conversations regarding women's rights and representation in the media. Morgan's criticism of Little Mix for their provocative performances on an episode of Good Morning Britain, along with his suggestion that they were a bad role model for young girls, sparked the conflict. Grande took to Twitter to defend Little Mix and call out Morgan for his hypocrisy regarding women's rights and representation in media, pointing out that he frequently maintains harmful stereotypes himself. Grande was responding to Morgan's dismissive remarks about female empowerment in pop culture. The argument soon turned into an exchange of insulting tweets between the two parties, as Grande emphasized her support for female musicians, and Morgan kept poking fun at her online persona and career decisions. After some time, they decided to get together for a talk on Good Morning Britain, where they discussed their disagreements in greater detail while continuing to hold divergent opinions on a number of topics pertaining to feminism in a popular culture. This feud serves as an example of how public figures can use their platforms to have meaningful conversations, and it also shows how celebrity conflicts can reflect larger societal debates. Number 2. Gwyneth Paltrow versus Martha Stewart. Gwyneth Paltrow and Martha Stewart are fierce competitors in the celebrity culture arena. Their rivalry revolves around their respective lifestyle brands, Goop being Paltrow's and Stewart's being Stewart's vast empire centered around cooking, home decor, wellness advice, and more. When Stewart openly accused Paltrow of stealing her ideas in an interview, things became more heated. Paltrow was allegedly just following in Stewart's footsteps rather than coming up with original ideas for Goop's wellness-focused branding. Following this accusation, Paltrow defended her approach by arguing that it is modernizing traditional homemaking concepts for a new generation seeking holistic health solutions, while Stewart highlighted her decades-long experience in lifestyle branding. The two celebrities then traded pointed remarks with each other in a series of interviews. Stewart represents an established authority, while Paltrow embodies a more contemporary approach focused on wellness. Their feud highlights generational differences within lifestyle branding and reflects broader conversations about authenticity versus commercialization in celebrity culture. Number 1. Liam and Noel Gallagher. Fans have been enthralled with Liam and Noel Gallagher of Oasis for years because of their turbulent relationship, which is characterized by furious arguments, public insults, and intense disagreements over creative direction. Being brothers, Liam and Noel co-founded one of the most successful bands in Britain during the Britpop era of the 1990s. Their personalities clashed from the beginning, with Liam being more brash and outspoken, and Noel taking a more reserved approach to fame and artistry. The infamous rivalry peaked in 2009 when Noel announced he was leaving Oasis following another altercation with Liam backstage at a festival show. This announcement effectively put an end to one of the most influential bands in rock music, and there was much speculation as to whether the band would ever get back together or collaborate again. Since then, the brothers have continued to spar with one another on social media and in interviews. Liam frequently criticizes Noel's solo career, while Noel has long accused Liam of acting in a way that compromises his own artistic integrity. They remain apart today, acting as a warning about the strain that fame and success can have on familial relationships, even in the face of fans' nostalgia and sporadic attempts at reconciliation or regret over their broken relationship. Ultimately, These disputes hold our interest and provoke conversations about the characteristics of celebrity culture, which cements their place in pop culture history. If you liked our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.